Fall Fun Fact.
Did you know that only one acorn in 10,000 will grow up to be an oak tree? Now you know.
It's draw time with Mr. Mayberry. Time to draw.
Hi, welcome to Draw Time with Mr. Mayberry, Falltime Edition. It's Nature Walk week on Draw Time, so we're drawing things that you might see when you go on a nature walk. Today I'm going to show you how to draw an acorn. So let's get started. It's time to draw. Today I'll be looking at this acorn when I draw it, one I brought in from outside. And I'm going to start off by drawing the division right here between the nut and this top part that looks like a cap. So I'm going to start off by drawing a curve, just a slight curve down. And I want to figure out where the middle is. So I'm going to say somewhere right about here. Actually over a little bit, maybe right about here. Okay. And then I'm going to draw the sides are going to curve, it goes down and then curve to the middle down here. So that's why I need to know where the middle is. So somewhere right in here, below there. So I'm going to start here, come in from the edge just a little bit and curve out and down, and then it's going to curve back to the center. So right about here. Same thing is going to happen on the other side. I come in from the outside edge. It's going to curve out, down, and to the center. And I can go the other way with it, so I could curve out this way and then up and out and kind of back to back in here just a little bit. Okay, and so you might have to make adjustments till you get that looking like the curves on the acorn. Alright, so once you get that in place, then we're going to shade this part in. Okay, that looks pretty good like that. I'm going to go ahead and shade this middle part in, and I'm going to use the edge or the side of the pencil here instead of the very end. So I'm going to move the pencil back and forth and shade in the nut part. It's just a nice, quick, easy way to uniformly cover this area. And I want to go back and forth the same direction so that the lines all kind of mesh together. That way it looks a lot smoother overall. Okay, now I want to go back and kind of darken the edges, or the sides actually. So the left side here, go from dark to light. And then the same on the right side. I'm going to start dark on the outside and then get a little bit lighter as it goes in. Of course, you can do this in color also. I'm going to darken right under here. A little bit of shading under there, shadow under there. And then at the bottom, there's this little tip that sticks down. And I'm going to shade that in as well. Okay, I want to make the outside edge darker. Make that line darker now that it's where I want it to be. Just like that. Okay, so there's the bottom part, or the nut part of the acorn. And we're going to do the top cup part, or it looks like a cap actually. This line's going to go out past either end, and it's going to curve around like this. Might make a little dip here in the middle, and then curve back around on the other side here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and sketch in. There's a little bit of a twig sticking up here at the top where it attached to the main branch. So I'm going to sketch that in up here. Put an oval on the end of it. It goes in and bends back down towards the top. Just like that. Okay, now this top part has a neat kind of a scale pattern, and so I'm going to try to duplicate that here on the drawing, and I'm going to start here in slant lines that go up towards the right, and I want them to be closer together at the bottom and then get wider apart at the top, because the way this design is, these bottom scales are usually, what I've seen, they're smaller here at the bottom and they look larger up towards the top. It's good to have something in front of you when you draw. A lot of drawing is observation, so it's good to have things to look at when you draw. I'm doing the same thing on this side as I did on the other, where the bottom two pieces here, or two lines, are closer together and the ones at the top are a little bit farther apart. This one you notice it more, and this one okay, like that, something like that. Now this is just a framework for the next part that we're going to do. We're going to make these kind of scale, pointed scale shapes. You can round them a little bit if you'd like. And they're going to overlap a little bit. So we're going to have a row, and the next row looks like it goes behind that, and the next row looks like it goes behind that. They just go all the way across. Okay, so this next row then looks like it goes up behind that. So what you have here, these crisscross lines where they intersect right here, that's where the kind of the top of these scales go. So right in that area. They don't have to match it exactly, but that's just kind of a way to tell where they go. You just keep doing this, keep going up with it. They should get a little bit larger as you go up. Okay, so here you have all these little pointed, almost look like scales, like I said. I'm going to draw the outline again, make it darker. The stem here, it curves down there, it makes it look more rounded. Okay, now for the stem, I'm going to make a couple rings here at the end. And then I want to make some lines that kind of follow this angle here on the outside. And I'm going to shade that in just a little bit. And you can make those lines darker again. Go over them again. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to shade in the lower portions of the scale shapes. You can use the end of the pencil for this. And this will make them look more 3D. It'll make it look like they overlap. The ones below overlap the ones above. So we're just shading in the lower portions of each of these kind of scale shapes. Erase any stray lines, clean it up, add color if you'd like. And this is our drawing for today, an acorn. Well, now that you know how to draw an acorn, take some time to go outside and find something else to draw. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for taking time to draw with me. I hope you'll come back again, and remember, if you want to be a good artist, do a little drawing every day.
That's beautiful.
You can do it. I know you can. Grow to be a tree.